Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Eddie Harvey here from TradeWithEd.com. Hey guys, listen, I want to talk to you guys today about how much to risk per trade in Forex. But before I do, man, quick apology. Listen, man, I know it's just a little rough right now, man. Due to circumstances, as you all know, whenever you're watching this video, at the time of making this video, we're dealing with a worldwide pandemic, waiting for the world to open back up. So got word from my barber today that hopefully we're moving into phase 3 here in Illinois, and man, early June he should be back open and I can get in there and get myself taken care of. But been trying to do a little something here and there, man, with my little liners and everything, but it's all good. But I apologize, man, I'm looking a little rough here. But anyway, getting back to the content at hand, I still want to deliver value to you guys, and I want to talk really quickly about how much risk per trade in Forex, guys. So it varies from person to person. I will tell you, when on a trade, guys, I personally don't risk more than 3% per trade. Okay. Now, most people are probably in that 1 to 3% range. You get some more aggressive individuals that might risk 5%, but past that, you don't want to put yourself in position, and depending on how many trades you're taking and all this and that. I would say a good solid number is 3%. That's just 3% is where you want to be at. That's my opinion, 1 to 3%. But you figure, and you can vary it based on how many pips you're going for, right? And give yourself more play. So if if your goal is if you're doing what type of ratio are you doing? If you're doing a 1-to-1, a 2-to-1, or 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio, what have you. But let's just say if you're risking 30 pips, right? If you're risking 30 pips, guys, so you figure that would be with 30 pips, let's just say even on a $1,000 account, if you're risking 30 pips, that's your 3%. Because if you're doing, let's say, depending on your lot size as well, right? Let's say you're on a $1,000 account, you are doing 0.1, which is equivalent to $1 per pip. Right? If you lost that trade, that's 30 pips lost. 3% of 1,000 is $30. Okay, so which is not nothing. That's the amount where you're comfortable trading. You're confident. You're not freaking out. You're okay going to sleep knowing, hey, you put your trade in, and it's like, okay, if I win it, boom, I know I'm winning a minimum of 3% or more, depending on, like I said, what your reward ratio is. But if you lose it, it's nothing but 3%, and now you're back in the game. Okay, on the next trade, you live to take another trade, and it's not doing no significant damage to your account. But now if you're looking at, if you are risking, people get crazy, man, and put yourself where, you don't set a certain risk and then you just stop it out at some point, that leads to a lot of damage for your account, where you could have took a trade where if you hoping it's going to turn around and then now it gets away from you because you didn't use a stop loss, or you use too big of a lot size, and now that gets away from you. You're looking at, instead of a 3% loss, you could be looking at a 10, 20, 30, 40% loss. It just varies, right? So proper risk management plays a part, and proper set amount of lot size and stop loss. All of those things make a difference. You figure on a $1,000 account, right? Instead of if I did a 0.1, which I'm doing 0.01 per every $1,000, instead of doing for every $100. So I mean, I'll be doing a 0.1 for 1,000, right? But let's say, if I did instead of a 0.1, let's say I got a little more aggressive, right? And I went with a 0.3. Okay, and now a 0.3, that's going to be $3 per pip. So now it's like, if I still want to risk only 3%, I got to know that 10 pips is what my stop loss is going to be. I got to run a real tight stop loss. So in that case, that's probably maybe me scalping, or me being so confident in my strategy that I don't have as much wiggle room. And I know, boom, okay, I've put a bigger risk. There's a bigger risk to reward, right? I know if I win this trade and I still go grab my 30 pips on it, man, $3 a pip, that's $90 I just made, right? At a minimum of $3 a pip for 30 pips. Now, if I lose that trade, I only got 10 pips as far as my wiggle room. If I'm sticking with my 3% rule, okay, I lose those 10 pips, that's boom, that's still my 3% because that's $30. But it's like now Going with a smaller lot size allows you to have more pips, okay, for drawdown if you're gonna, if you're gonna if you in your trade. Gives you more wiggle room per se. Even if I said, hey, okay, I want to do, I still want to, obviously do 3%, right? Or whatever, I'm going to do a smaller lot size. And instead of doing even a 0.3, excuse me, a 0.1, let's say if I did a 0.5 instead, okay? Now I'm looking at, excuse me, a 0.05. I'm looking at 50 cents per pip, not half of what I did, not even $1 per pip. I'm looking at 50 cents per pip, okay? So now at 50 cents per pip, if I still, my risk is 3%, right? My risk is 3%. If I do 30 pips, okay, at 50 cents a pip, that's 15 bucks. So to get to 30, now I got even more space. You get what I'm saying? Now I have 60 pips that I can utilize as my risk to say, hey, listen, I might be in a trade where I know it's going to be a longer term trade. I might be going for a larger amount of pips, whatever. And, my risk may be now for that 3%, I got 60 pips to give myself that space. But when it comes to my reward, maybe my reward on that is 100 pips, okay? All right, which is still going to be equivalent to me earning, 100 pips. That's still going to be equivalent to me getting almost like 4 to 5% reward. So hope that makes sense, man. I hope I wasn't confusing you guys. Just understanding when it comes to how to, what lot size to use, I would definitely suggest 1 to 3%. I go with 3%. 5% is a little more aggressive. But understanding, guys, all of the things that play a part into what you're risking. If you're risking 3%, then you're saying, okay, depending on what lot size you're using, you can give yourself more pips as far as for drawdown, or less pips as far as for drawdown, okay? The bigger the lot, the less pips you have. The smaller the lot, the more pips you have to get to your 3% goal or whatever your goal may be. All right, so I hope you all found value in that, man. Listen, if you want to learn more about lot sizes, about proper stop loss and trading, guys, go to tradewithed.com for more information to find out how you can get access to education, tools, and resources to help you earn while you're learning in the market, guys. Hope you found this video to be of value. If you did, do me a favor, hit the like button. Want to hear more from me, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys for watching. I'm jumbling over my words here. I apologize, but I will talk to you guys later. Take care.